So here we're going to look at volumes of known cross sections where the cross section is known shape is a rectangle. So we're just going to speak generally. Notice we have this figure here, which is a bunch of cross sections of these rectangles that are pink. Okay, and you have, let me outline one of these. One of the sides of the rectangle is perpendicular to the x-axis right here. So one side is defined by the distance between this curve and what I'm assuming here is the x-axis. All right. So my cross sections are perpendicular to the x-axis, which means that everything needs to be with respect to x in the rectangles. So you always want to write the formula for the known shapes area. So the area of a rectangle is base times height, or you could even say length times width. It really doesn't matter. So this blue function here is f, this red one is g, and this side of this rectangle is bound between the two curves, and this is b. And if I want that vertical distance, we always do top minus bottom so that we always have a dimension that is positive. So in that case, it would be f minus g. So the height, they'd have to give you some sort of info about the height. They might give you a fixed value. They might say that the height is always double the base. You know, they have to give you something. But now I'm going to plug and chug into areas equal to base times height. So this right here is the base times the height. And you know that the volume is going to be the integral of the area. And these limits from a to b are x values. Okay. So it'd be the integral from a to b of f minus g of x times h dx. So here we have the same two functions as before. We have radical x and x squared. It says that our cross sections are perpendicular to the x-axis, which means everything needs to be with respect to x. And it tells you about the height. It says the rectangle has a fixed height of 5, okay? But the base is defined as this vertical distance here between the two functions. And if I want a positive dimension, I always want to do big minus small, so we do top minus bottom, which in this case, our top function is the blue graph, which is radical x, and our bottom is the red graph, which is x squared. And I don't need to change these equations because they're already in terms of x. So if area is base times height, and we've already defined b to be radical x minus x squared, then I'm just going to replace b with radical x minus x squared right here, and h we already know is 5. So we just plug and chug. There we go. There's my area. Base times height. And if we integrate the area, then we end up with the volume.